Welcome. Today we're going to look at markups and discounts and aka percent of change. And you might be like, we already did 2 videos on this. Yeah, that's how important it is. I'm going to do it again. We're going to do 2 examples. One dealing with the US population and another dealing with computers. So example 1, U.S. population. Population changes, right? So let's look at the change in population from the year 1790, whoa, that's way, way back, to the year 2000, because that's just the information that I have. So this is true information. So there was a census taken in 1790, and the population was 3,929,200 people. Back in 1790, it's a lot of people. But in 2000, we're not even in this year. But this back to 2000 was 281,421,906 people. Whoa. So if I say find the percent of change here, I'd say find the percent increase. It increased by a lot. By how much? Now if you think about it, did it increase by 100%? 100% means I would add on that number. It increased by way more than 100%. Because this is up to 281 million. In order for it to increase by 100%, this is about 4 million. It would need to be about 8 million, and that's way more than that. So to get the exact number, you're definitely going to want to make use of a calculator. But we're going to need to get the amount of change between these two. So how much did it change by? So what operation am I going to use there? I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract 281 million, blah, 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 minus 3,929,200. I'm going to see what I get. And then I'm going to divide that by what it originally started out as. And it originally started out as 3,929,200. So if I actually subtract it correctly on the calculator, and hopefully you're doing this along with me, I have 281,421,906. Oh, and I just plugged in something wrong. That's unfortunate. 281,421,906 minus 3,929,200. So there's the change. The amount it changed by. It changed by 277,492,706 people. That's how much it increased by, just people-wise. I'm going to take that number and divide it by what it originally started out at. And it started out at 3,929,200 people. Oh, wow. And I get this decimal. Okay? So I get 70.6232. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out. 70.632, right? I think it was 623,207, blah, 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 right? Now, this is not as a percent yet. This is the decimal version. So percent means something out of 100. I need to go to the hundredths place. So if I go to the hundredths place, oh my gosh, this is my percent. It increased by 7,062%. That's 7,062 point, if I wanted to be exact, 3207 blah 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 percent. Wow. It went up by about 7,000%. 7,000%. Yeah, that's a lot, you guys, because we started out at 1970. Okay, let's try one more. Example 2, we're going to go for a percent decrease And this one's going to be about computers. Because if you go back to, let's say, 1995, because this is what I have numbers on, the average price of a personal computer, was $2,100. In 2001, the average price for a personal computer went down to $899. So I'm going to ask, what is that percent decrease? So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the change between these two numbers. So I'm going to subtract them. And then I'm going to divide it by what I originally started out at, 2,100. And I'm going to get a decimal that I'm going to have to then change to a percent. So 2,100, what it originally started out at, minus $899, I'm going to find that change. It decreased by $1,201. Now to find the percent, I'm going to divide it by what I originally started out at, $2,100. And there's my decimal, 0.5719 approximately. 0.5719. And if I convert that to a percent, it's the hundredth spot. So I'm going to have 57.19% decrease, or about 57.2 if I rounded to the 10th of a percent. It's a pretty good decrease. Almost more than half off by the time I get to the year 2001. And if we go all the way to the year 2014 today, we have a major decrease. Okay? Alright, so that's what we're going to be working on in class tomorrow. Percent of change. Markups, markdowns, percent of change. Deals with population, and it deals with money. Okay? We can find the change in anything. See ya!